I'm gonna go ahead and grab something really quick while I wait for you guys to come on. Okay, I'm gonna wipe my camera off really quick to make sure it's clean. There it is. Okay, let me see. Okay, hold on. It says, welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by your own. If anybody can live chat, just send a message. Okay, so I can see it. Okay, so hey. Oh, hey, y'all. Hey, guys. So I had to tell y'all something. I only come live at night. Usually when I got something, I'm like, I need to make this announcement, okay? So I'm waiting. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so you can live chat on here. I'm making sure because it says something about, okay, so you can. Hey, good to see you. Okay, so, back this camera up a little bit. All right, so, hey, so I'm getting like these messages from people and y'all know I told y'all that I'm having a boot camp next month and it's 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so people are like, oh, I'm gonna need the links for the replay because I'm not gonna be able to make this because they are looking for me to put this in Patreon. And I like, okay, so let me explain something really quick. So Patreon, when you sign up, you get access to candle making and skincare classes and all of that kind of stuff. And it's just $10 or $20 a month. So when you sign up, you see there's only 2 live classes a month. This month I did 5 live classes, and there's actually going to be another one on Monday, which is like a little pop-up because I'm making some activated charcoal soap. So I was like, okay, so let me just invite people to come while I'm making my soap. You can make some soap too if you want to. So that's including another class that's not even something that anybody knew I would even do. So the attitudes and the sassiness, because I'm not putting the boot camp on Patreon, and I'm like, this is like, my whole life is not on Patreon. Like, everything I do is not going to be on Patreon. Like, I did not, like, I feel like we get a lot of content. And I got a lot of Patreon members on here. And if you can agree that you get a lot of content, I want you to just say something. Like, we get a lot. Because tonight we're getting some magnesium lotion. And then I'm doing some shimmer oil. And the shimmer oil is basically it don't sink. You know how people put shimmer oil out there and they sink? No, I gotta yeah. So yes, that's what I'm saying. Bridget, thank you. April. Yeah, and I was like, I got 5 classes, it may be 6 live classes, and if you go to other people Patreon, they don't even do that. They don't even do live classes. And I'm like, y'all done had, live body butter class at the end of the month, live cereal class, and just to mention, like, I'm a big pregnant woman, like, and I'm just getting up and doing this, and it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I only said when we started the Patreon, we would do 2 live classes a month. So the sassiness about me not doing the boot camp, and I'm like, so the boot camp is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thank you. I'm glad you see that. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And hey, Cassandra, and I'm like, okay, I can't do that in Patreon. I don't want to do that in Patreon. Like, why is it a big thing that you get all these messages, like, and then I had somebody tell me like, oh, I thought this was a free event. And I'm like, only on Facebook. Like, only on Facebook. So I want to tell y'all that it's not that I am like just, I don't know what to call it, to be honest with you, but I have to be honest. We had too many live classes on Patreon. Hey, Leah, we had too many. Like, we were only supposed to do 2 a month, and we had 6. And so now this outcry about me doing my boot camp not on the platform, and I'm like, why? No, I'm not doing that. It doesn't make sense. I'm like, if we already had 6 classes, what am I going to do that on that platform for? So my idea of doing it on my platform, like, which is my website, is so I can get people who don't know how to make candles, and who don't know how to do, and it won't be crowded, so they can learn, they can ask questions and stuff like that. Everybody don't, let me explain something. Everybody don't want to be in a crowd. Everybody don't want to be, just like my WIC training. I don't put that on Patreon because people want to say, hey, Diamond, I got a question. I've been having this issue, and they want to actually get their, the boot camp. Okay, she said, what's the boot camp? Okay, so the boot camp is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in May. And the Sunday is basically a farewell, and it's just summarizing everything we did during the weekend. What did you learn? How did you improve? Maybe you were already making candles, and it might have been a beginner's phase, but you see where you were going wrong. So that's what Sunday is about. Friday night we make crumble, we make embeds that night. So we're making some crumble and embeds, and actually I gotta order my jars because I'm making embeds that night, and other people, I gave them everything to make the crumble. So, and then what is it? Saturday morning we do WIC training. So it's like a full weekend. Saturday morning we do WIC training, and then Sunday we do I like the farewell, and then Saturday afternoon we have a candle making class. So with the candle making class, we have the status jar, we have the 3-wick tumbler, we have the Dollar Tree square jar, we have the salsa jar, and we have a mate jar. And the mate jar is brand new, and it's like a what would they call this jar? Aurora. It's like a Aurora jar from Makersy. Is one of those type of jars. So it's on my website, but it's with a code. It's $99, but you have to use the code to get half off, and it's Shine 50. So that's a lot. That's a really nice layout for a program. That's a lot happening in one weekend. So I was like, I can't do that on Patreon. Like, I want to be able to be personal with people. Like, it's people that's going to sign up, and it's people that's just not going to sign up. But it gives people the opportunity to come and to not be on a crowded platform, if that makes sense. Like, that's why I do the WIC training separate, because I'm like, I don't never want to come in WIC training and it's 100 people in there because they coming from Patreon. And they just, and then there's people in there that got real serious issues. And they coming to me like, Diamond, I need help. I need help. And they can't get help because they got somebody on there like, I ain't gonna mention no names, but y'all if y'all come to the classes, y'all already know what I'm talking about. But just asking questions that's just nonsense, and I'm just answering them like, come on, you already know. Like, why are you asking me that? So I wanted to be a platform to where as though people have paid their money to come, and it's not that many people, and I make it cheap, and they can be like, Diamond, I've been having this issue, I've been having that issue, and they getting their issues resolved. Like, I seen somebody the other day and was like, Diamond, thank you. I got a contract with the community center or something like that, and now I'm doing, thanks to your WIC training, now I'm doing candles for this, then that, and this and that. And I was like, oh, wow, and so people are launching their businesses. I don't want a crowd of people who just come in to ask stupid questions but don't plan on making candles. So that's why I separate certain things. So the boot camp is basically, I want people who are coming and they like, look, Diamond, I'm here because I want to learn. I don't want to be, because when you got like certain types of people, some people will come and they just like, I'm here because I want to learn. And then there's some people it's like, well, I'm just here to take notes just in case I might want to do it in the future. So it's going to be more so hands on because we making crumble together, we making embeds together. And the next day we're doing wick training and we're doing candle making. And then we meet up on Sunday. And Sunday could be that day where you learn things that you can eventually run into, have a mistake, or just gleaning from each other. So it's on my website. It's underneath live classes, and I have a code up there. It's Shine50, and it gives you half off. But I don't know when I set the code to expire. So I would just get it while the code is still, you get what I'm saying? Like get it while the code is still active. So yeah. Um, she said, I want to learn, should have been launched. You're right. So that's why people come. They just, they ready to launch their businesses and they serious. And then you have the people who want to come. They just, and then the Patreon starts at $10 a month. And so you get all these live classes for $10 a month. That don't mean that you got serious people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that's there that's not serious. And then I get some people that's there, and then I have to tell them, because they start messaging me for everything, and then they start saying things like, I don't know what to do, what kind of wax to get, da 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 da. And they got all the materials. I gave them, this class, and I had to tell them like, hey, at this point, when you come into this place, I'm not here on this Patreon platform to coach you. Patreon is a place where it's a lot of hands-on learning, if that makes sense. It's like it's hands-on learning. So you go on there, you watch the classes, and you learn how to make candles. It may work for some people and it may not work for everybody. So when I see people hitting a wall and they just keep messaging me in Messenger, like I'm just gonna walk you through your journey through Messenger, the devil is a liar. You have to schedule coaching. I can't do that. It won't. So this is why the title of this thing is, it won't work. It's not gonna work. I cannot do that. I have too much going on in my day for me to sit down and keep messaging you about you making your candles. And I got 280 people in Patreon, 70,000 people in another group, and 4,000 people in another group. I can't do that. And so we just had to know that, it's a way that you go about things. If it's not working for you, schedule that coaching session, because that's only $50. Like what? I wouldn't even think twice about it if it was only $50. Like half of the stuff that I want to do, I'm trying to get coaching for something right now. And they charging me $150 straight up. And I'm sitting here like, all right, $150. Okay, I'm going to pay it because I need it. So I don't mind investing in stuff that I need. So it's like, this whole misconception of I'm on Patreon and I'm a member, I can keep messaging you, I can keep sending you messages. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. If you got issues, get your behind in coaching. Come to the coaching sessions. And she said, I love it there. Everything you need is here. You just have to want to learn. So many people just want to answer but don't want to actually learn. That's very true. That's the most realest statement I heard. And I don't, somebody besides me, yeah, they don't want to sit down and learn. And I'm like, she's like, oh, I want to learn gel. Somebody said that, I want to learn gel. And I'm like, it's a gel safety class in there. There's all these gel classes in there. So for you to be on Facebook underneath everybody posts asking them this and asking them that, I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why not just go in the Patreon that you're paying for and get what you need? Like, so it's people that don't want to apply, like they apply themselves and they think that it's going to be, see, the thing about candle making is it's not a breezy thing. It's not something that you could just breeze in and breeze out. I make it easy for you to go and to launch your business. Very easy. Make it very easy. Look at this. You go on the platform and you say, okay, I want to make candle tins. You come on there, you got your pouring temperature, you got your wick size, you got your wax, you got your fragrance load, you got all of that, and I only paid $10. But then you got people who never even heard of a diamond shine soap. Yeah, they don't want to do no research either. Never even heard of a diamond shine soap, and they struggling with candles, and you know, they struggling with candles and they can't go no further than that because it's like, how am I going to learn? I will watch people in Facebook groups and they will, honestly, they'll say something like, what size wick to use for this jar? And somebody will say, oh, I use the CD20. I use the CD8. I use the CD6. I use the CD9. And you got like 29, and then you know what I do? I go underneath the post and I said, see what I mean? Y'all see all these answers? How can I really know what to use if I got 10 people, 20 people telling me different size wicks? So am I supposed to go and buy every single wick and test it? So it's people who don't have a diamond shine because they don't even know me. You know, if I reach millions of followers, you know what I'm saying? If I go to my YouTube and I reach 1.1 million followers in candle making, then I'll be like, well, you know, I think they probably know me, but I haven't gotten to that place yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's people who just don't know me, and they don't have it. They don't have it. I see people doing local candle making. They have local candle making classes and stuff like that, but they just really teaching people how to make a candle. They don't know nothing about a hot throw. They don't know nothing, the science behind it to make your candle smell like what it's supposed to smell like. They don't know that. So they just basically, I watch them and they just, oh, we're just going to come together and we're going to take their money and we're just going to have a group and we're going to offer them a candle so they can feel good leaving out the door with their candle and to get the candle home. They don't know that they can't burn it the next day if it's soy. They don't know that they got to wait 2 weeks. So it's just so much with it. And it's like, you got to know, when to kind of be like, okay, I need to take advantage of this. I got to tell y'all a little story. I had to tell this story and I'm going to keep telling this story. I was telling my friend about it earlier. So this is something that if the girl come on here and block me, I don't even give a crap or whatever. So this girl came to me probably about over a year ago, maybe a year. So it was a long time ago. She came to me a long time ago. And this particular girl came to me at a time when I wasn't busy. And I just, when I first started doing this candle making thing, I was not looking at it like, in the perspective of it was a business until I started being overwhelmed and people started coming to me about everything. And I was like, how am I going to sleep at night? And these people keep coming to me. Like, I was like, this is too much. And I was getting frustrated and I was yelling and I was cranky because they was waking me up at 4 o'clock in the morning, sending me videos of their candles. And at that time, I was going through some things within my body. And I had to overcome. In fact, I had like some real issues going on with my body at that time, and I got healed. The Lord healed me. So, but anyway, it was really rough for me. And I was getting people all night long, and I would just be like, man, like, I'd be laying there asleep. I finally get to go to sleep because I was up. I was having sweats. I would sweat really bad, and then I couldn't sleep, and I finally get to go to sleep. So I got to sleep, and when I get to sleep, ching, pling, oh, I'm so sorry to bother you. You're not sorry. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, they still me this. And then I finally got to the point and I started addressing my issues of my heart to somebody, and they was like, Diamond, this is a business, and I'm like, huh? So I need to charge? Yeah, like you helping people. You are the CEO of people's businesses. Like they're literally going out launching businesses, and you just sitting around just giving them advice. Like, oh, okay, I'm just here to help, guys. So I used to be giving people vendors, and they would be in my inbox, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is how you get your oil for $5. This is how you get your oil for this. This is how you do. And I was giving out all this information and stuff, and this was before I started charging. So this girl came to me, and I told her at the time, I was like, I'm gonna take you under the wing. I'm gonna help you get your business started. She go away, and she comes back, and she says, hey, do you remember me? You told me that you would take me underneath the wings and all of this kind of stuff. And I was like, I don't even know what she's talking about. But then I thought about it, and I was like, dang. I said, if you caught me back then and I wasn't where I am, I said, now I got a 70,000 group, 280 something people Patreon. I have another group that's coming up to 4,000 people, and I have a YouTube. I said, what do you think that I'm about to? She's like, call me on the phone. That's what she said, call me on the phone. And I'm like, I'm not about to call you. So this person was expecting me to get on the phone, like, yeah, girl, you got to go get you a salsa jar, get this number with, get that, get your fragrance. I'm like, no. When you had the opportunity to get into this industry and you had God opened up a door for you and you just said, I'm too busy right now, I got too much going on, and then you come back later, you will literally miss your season and miss your moment. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, yes, that is the truth. That is the truth. I'm going to just say that is the truth, because people go watch the replay and be like, what is these people in the comments saying? That is the truth. Yes, yes for the wave. And man, and so I just want to say that we gotta go and do it when the opportunity is in front of you, because you never know when that person will be swept away into something completely different. Like my cousin, and I'll tell a story about on my dad's side, we got entrepreneurship. These people on my dad's side is the type of people that refuse to work. They refuse to work for a person. And they all go and launch businesses and stuff like that. And my cousin is one of them. I never forget, she started her hair business when she was younger. And then she ended up relocating to Atlanta. And when she got to Atlanta, she got connected with Real Housewives, and not only those people in that industry that she was with, love and hip hop, type of people. So she was really up close and personal dealing with these people. And so, but let me explain something to you. When she was in Philadelphia, the people were so comfortable with her. They was coming to her, cheating her money, just coming in there oh, you charging me $55, and they didn't appreciate her when she was there. And it was like when she got to Atlanta, she was appreciated. And when she got there, she started making so much money that I never forget going over her house one day, and I was like, yo, I said, I want this bed, I'm like, how much was this bed? She was like, oh, $8,000. And I'm like, you saying it like it's 2,000 or something like that. You just like $8,000. Cousin had got a nice BMW. She had just blew up. She blew up. And so I was like, man, cuz I'm like, I'm proud of you. But so she started doing this thing where she would put out a flyer and say, hey, I'm coming back to Philadelphia, and I'm coming back for a weekend. And so she would get there and she would be booked up, and they would be going crazy. And it was because they knew that her work was quality. It was like she left, they knew her work was quality. But while she was amongst them, it was like they didn't appreciate her. And then so it's like you have to appreciate people when they in that place, and appreciate them, because they might get plucked up and be working for Brambleberry or working for Candle Science and don't have time to train people and teach people no more. You might look at their YouTube and be like, I was looking at this lady the other day, and I was like, dang, this lady was fire. She was going all, I mean, she was going all in with this hot process soap. And it was 4 years ago. And so I ended up stumbling across a video, and she was talking about how sick she was. And she was saying like she was sick, and I was like, dang, like I was like, so that's she got sick, so she stopped doing what she was doing. But while she was amongst people, that was the time to learn all that you could from her. And you never know. See, for me, myself, like I'm doing this today, but I have plans on doing other things. So you may not catch me doing a one-on-one coaching next year. You know what I'm saying? Because I have not only not, I was not born to do this. This is not what God created me to do. So I'm here now, but God will take me up out of this and be like, I want you to do this. You know what I'm saying? This is not my calling from birth. This is not what God woke me up and put me on this earth and say, I want you to make, this is just something that's in my hands. Okay? So, yes. So you just take advantage of it. So when you don't come to those classes and stuff and you go and you say, later on, you're like, okay, I'm ready to launch my business. And then you go looking for Diamond Shine, and you like, oh, Diamond Shine, stop doing it. Oh my God, I should have took advantage of those classes. She had a whole boot camp one weekend with like 7-8 jars for $50. And I was somewhere asleep. So that, that's the things that I'm learning. And when I got that message, I sent it to my girlfriend, my best friend. And I said, I'm going to email this message to myself, because one day I'm going to be preaching the gospel and I'm going to be telling people how you can literally miss your moment. And I said, this is what missing your moment looks like. This is what it looks like. It looked just like this. And it was so, we were like, she was laughing hard. She thought it was hilarious. But in the end of it, she was like, but you come back. You don't come back like, well, how much is your coaching? And how much is this? How much is that? I want to join this. It's like, girl, call me. I need to know everything. And I'm like, I'm not that girl no more. I don't know who you think I am, but there's no calling me on the phone and doing, I'm like, yo, you'll miss your moment. So take advantage of the opportunities. Well, tonight, guys, I had to make some magnesium lotion. I have my jars, and what the heck? Can I put lotion in this? Is this for lotion? Or is this just for like hand soap? I don't know. I gotta put it inside of something. Hey, good to see you, Erica. I'm thinking like, is this for lotion or is this just for hand soap? I gotta make the magnesium lotion. I'll probably put it inside of a bucket or something. To store it, but I'm about to make that tonight, and then I'm gonna keep it for my old folks. Hey, so you guys know, just go to my website. It's on the front page, diamondshinesoap.com. You go down to the drop down menu, use the code for live classes. Is the boot camp. That's the only live class that's up there, and use the code SHINE50 to get half off of it. Shine50 work all throughout the website, so it's going to give you half off of everything on there anyway. Friday night, 6 o'clock p.m., we are having our cereal bowl class. Okay, so it's Friday night, 6 o'clock p.m. You be on time. We're going to be doing our cereal bowl class. You will find a link inside the Patreon, and the link will change before Friday, so make sure you click on it right before class. Don't store it. Don't ever store none of the Patreon links when it come down to the Zooms, because I'm changing them. Because when some people leave a Patreon, they take all the links with them and they think they can still come to the live classes even though they're not a member. So I got smarter than them and I started doing that. So come the day of, get your link, and then, all your supplies and your wick sizes and everything is listed inside the post. So, if you don't want to do cereal, of course, you don't have to do cereal like me. I was like, dang, why didn't I get some bowls with some succulents? I wanted to do something like that with like succulents, because I like them. They so cute. So I was like, dang, why ain't getting no succulent mold? It is too late to get it now. Can't get it now, but I would have loved that. But anyway, if you don't want to do cereal, you can of course do anything that you want to put some flowers, some succulents in a bowl, or whatever the case may be. Come, and if you're a note taker, come. It's okay. You're welcome to come. And so it's gonna be Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're gonna get together and do it. Anyway, if you want to see me like during the week, one-on-one coaching, you go to the front page of my website, diamondshinesoap.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom. You're going to see one-on-one coaching sessions. I never changed the price. They still on there for $50 since spring break. All right, so I'm going to go ahead because I got to make y'all magnesium lotion and post that. And if I could do the shimmer oil, I need to test it. So I'm not going to do that tonight. But I'm going to post the magnesium lotion in a Patreon for y'all. All right, you guys have a good night.